Oh, Matt Elliott here.
Hi, Alan Smith here.
Hey guys, Ian Hume here.
Hi everybody, Jerry Taggart here.
Be sure to watch
Chris and Leicester Till I Die TV
for all the latest Leicester City news and information.
You can also subscribe on YouTube and various social media channels.
for the latest updates and news on Leicester City Football Club.
Come on, you foxes!
Happen in 49, 61, 63 or 69 when they reach the final. But the class of 2021 have delivered. Leicester City are FA Cup winners at last and are history makers at Wembley.
They have blown their rivals away. They have blown us all away in truth. Premier League champions 2016. The amazing Leicester City.
Leicester Till I Die TV, your first choice for everything Leicester City. Tune in and join in now.
Watchalong show. Join in the chat and don't forget to subscribe.
Right, Chris.
All right there. How the devil are we all? Welcome along. You have joined us for the watch along at Leicester City versus Aston Villa. How are we feeling? Let's get that out of the way. I mean, I have actually written to the Premier League asking if there's any way we can get some Afcon referees in. But apparently we can't. I mean, I'm dreading the injury time. Somebody said on Twitter to me the other day, I can't remember who it was, so I do apologise. They said he starts to hide behind the sofa at 85 minutes. I'll tell you what, I'm pacing up and down the hallway. If I had a dog, and maybe I need to buy a dog, I'd actually be taking it for a walk at around 85 minutes. You know, I mean, it can't happen again. Tottenham, West Ham, Newcastle, Everton, surely not. Surely not. A couple of early hellos here. Michelle, how the devil are you? Welcome along. Thank you for joining us. Jack, how the devil am I? I'm nervous, to be honest with you. But we'll come on to that. We'll come on to that in a bit about whether it should be League or Europa or not. This is a bit of an interesting argument, that. I know which way I'm sort of kind of for going, but let's say first of all, where you can find us. You can find us on Facebook and Twitter at Leicester TID on Twitter and Leicester Till I Die 1 on the old Instagram. You can also obviously YouTube at Leicester Till I Die TV. If you are on YouTube but you haven't yet subscribed, please do. It makes such a big difference to the group, to myself. It really helps us. We are slowly building. We're not the biggest by any stretch of the imagination, and I don't prescribe to be the best, but hopefully we have a laugh and a bit of fun on the way, which is what all this is about here. It's all about having a bit of fun. So this is what I want you to do. Yep, get a pint, a beer, a coffee, whatever you want to do, an iron brew if you're north of the border. Get yourself comfy, excuse me. Watch whatever you're able to watch it on and join in the banter on here. We are pleased to have you along. Vardy's back in the squad. Roma better watch out. Do you know what? Yes. I was hoping he wasn't going to start. And in a way, I hope that Rodgers doesn't bring him on because I want him fit for Roma. Let's be honest with you. Roma is totally and utterly the main game for us now. Europa League, it's got to be. And that is, I'm not saying put all our eggs into that basket, but we've certainly got to be looking at that. A matter of opinion, Bradland, how devil are you, sir? Seeing Man United constantly crumble pisses me off because had we not lost, our killer instinct would still be able to catch them. Well, I mean, you know, are Man United in a relegation battle? Hey, all right, I'm exaggerating. Scott, good evening. How the devil are you? I am well. I hope you are too. I'd like to see Vardy get 20, 30 minutes today. Yeah, I get that. I totally do get that. But you know what? I'd hate him to come on and get injured again, you know, and just pull something niggly. You know, this is why Brendan gets paid the big bucks. He will make the decision. He will decide. We're going to look at the teams in a second. But before I do, I mean, we're not going to get anywhere now in the Premier League, are we? Let's be honest with you. You know, we're in 9th position. Yeah, we've got a couple of games in hand on Brighton and Newcastle, Brentford, Southampton behind us. Whoops. We've got a game in hand over Wolves, a couple of games of hand over West Ham. But I'm not particularly confident that we're not going to get Europe, are we, through the league? So let's be honest. Let's concentrate on the Europa League. It's Roma, a big club, but they're not what they used to be. We've got to remember this, that when these teams that we're playing, apart from Blod Glimt, they were all in the Champions League not so long ago. So, you know, we've got to give them respect, but you know, they're not what they are. We've got to accept that. And, you know, Roma, well, you know, we've got Mourinho sacked twice, haven't we already? Maybe we can do it a third time. I'm just trying to find something here. Apparently Spurs are after Tielemans as well now. Let's have a look if I can find what I was looking for. I can't. Why can I not? Why? No. I tell you what, we'll come back to that. It's on the papers today how Europe can work out, and it could actually get down to 9th possibly. But we would need to win ours, so it wouldn't really benefit benefit us at all. But let's get on with the team news. What do you think of this team then, eh? Let's have a look then. I mean, we knew changes were going to be made. I am getting really worried, I must admit, for Tielemans, Maddison and Dewsbury Hall. I mean, I know we do say, don't we, well, if they can't play 90 minutes twice a week and they're supposed to be athletes, I get that. I get that totally. But I don't think I know I couldn't do that the way my body is now. I'd probably cause an earthquake if I was running around a pitch. But even when I was younger, I couldn't have probably done that. And I know they're athletes, they're trained, etc. But are Tielemans, let me know, are Tielemans, Maddison and Dewsbury Hall playing too many games? Because, you know, they're not being rotated at all. And that's what worries me, is that they're just going to burn themselves out. And I don't want them to burn themselves out against Roma. I want them to be fit for Roma. So I kind of probably would have dropped them, to be honest with you, and maybe put other players in their place. But like I said, that's why Brendan gets paid the big bucks. So Soyuncu's on to Real Madrid, apparently. I'm against as Amati is out of contract at the end of the season. As things stand, we will now only have 3 recognised centre backs. I reckon Amati will re-sign. He's got a lot of game time this season, and this season it's kind of come of age. He's. And I never thought I'd say that, because we all sort of groaned when we heard him. I mean, I can remember saying, and I've said it many, many times on the Community Shield, I've said when I was walking up Wembley Way and I heard the team announced, and you could hear the Leicester fan groan when Amarty's name got called out. He was man of the match in that game, and he's done nothing wrong all season. In fact, you could argue he's one of our better centre backs. So I hope Amarty stays. Joe, yep, Jack. So you agree with me? You see, Jack Lenton, I'm thinking we're still playing Newcastle. It's Joe Linton. Jack, I apologise. Yes, agreed with Madders, KDH, and Yuri. They need a rest. They do. Scott says Tielemans and KDH need rest more than Maddison, as Maddison has been on the bench a few times recently. I think it's awkward, isn't it? It's difficult because you don't know. Do you play them so that they've got regular game time and then they're going into the next match? Buzzing. I can say, at the end of the day, I am really glad that I don't have to make that decision. That's what Brendan gets paid the big bucks for. And according to the Sun, he's getting bigger bucks than Ten Hag will be doing at Man United. So he's not on a bad number, is he? I'm just going to see. I'm going to just have another look. It was on my my phone earlier, but it's not on here. Spurs lineup, Ten Hag's. Oh, here we go. Right, let me just try and share this for you for 1 second. It's quite interesting. I'll stop. Chrome tab Sun. Now, okay. It is the Sun before anybody says anything. Yes, I realise that, but let us have a look at what they are saying here. So what they're saying is, excuse me, how 9 Premier League teams could qualify for Europe. Now, bear with me on this. If an incredible scenario happens, they reckon 9 teams could qualify for Europe. Quirks in UEFA's qualification rules mean that more than half of the Prem sides who avoid relegation this term could end up in midweek competitions. So Champions League, I think this was when they wrote it, first, second, third, fourth. Oh no, that's all right, I get it. The Champions League, first, second, third, fourth, and West Ham if they win the Europa League. Then the Europa League would be 5th, 6th, and then Leicester if Leicester win the conference. But either obviously West Ham don't qualify the Champions League and Leicester don't qualify for the Europa. And then the Europa League, Europa Conference League will be the 7th place. Now, are you following this? Because questions will be asked at the end. We will be having a written test, so I want you to make notes as we go through. It does get very complicated. England currently has 7 direct places with 4 Champions League slots, 2 in the Europa League and 1 in the Conference. And the Conference is initially for the Carabao Cup winners, which obviously were Liverpool, but Liverpool are obviously in the Champions League. But, and it's a big but, not unlike my ex, if West Ham and Leicester, both now semi-finalists, go on to win their respective tournaments, it opens the way for an extra 2 places as long as neither of them finish in the top 7. West Ham have the biggest carrot, knowing a victory in the Europa League final in Seville next month would earn them a place in the Champions League for the first time as one of 5 Premier representatives. A Leicester winning the Conference League final would see them earning a spot in next term's Europa League alongside the teams who finished 5th and 6th. And if Wolves were then to overtake the Hammers and finish 7th, they would earn a spot in the Conference League. And if West Ham win and finish 5th or 6th, the Prem would only have 1 team in the Europa League. And if they were to triumph and finish 7th, there would be no English side in the newest competition, the Conference. There we go. A Leicester win and finish outside the top 7 would mean 8 Premier sides in action, including the 7th place side in the Conference League. Now, I don't know whether you were following that or not, but if you go over to the Sun, here we go. England football has 7 automatic European slots, like we said, and there they are. But with Liverpool having won the Carabao Cup and already assured of a top 4 spot and due to meet Chelsea in the FA Cup final, those spots automatically revert to the Prem. So the Champions League will be 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, the EL 5th and 6th, and the Conf 7th. And if West Ham, well, it just goes on to explain. But as you can see there are, for example, at the end here, if both West Ham and Leicester win and neither finish in the top 7, Leicester would qualify for the Europa League and the 7th. It's so complicated. It is on the sun. Oh God, it's going to be interesting. We're going to be playing games, and we're not even going to know who we could be playing. Look, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the link in here to the to what I've just been saying, and then you can have to have a look at your leisure, as they say. It is a bit mind blowing. There's a lot of options, and I must admit, hats off to the Sun guy that actually worked all that out. He deserves a medal. But back to the team. So yeah, I mean Daka. I'd like to see Daka come good. He's got potential. I've said this again many times, and Brad will back me up if he's still in. Is when you move, and I've moved around the country quite a bit with my job. So like Leicester, Blackpool, Burnley, Blackburn, Paul. As Winston White said the other day, was I on the witness protection scheme? It did feel like that at times. But moving from another country to this country, and then playing in a league that, let's be honest, is completely different to. Whether it be the Spanish, the French, the Italian, the Dutch, whatever, it takes some getting used to. Some players, you throw them in at the deep end and they just survive. Daka being the obvious one there. And as Jack Linton said there, yes, Daka just needs time like Vardy when we signed him. I mean, we know what he can do. We know that, we've seen it against Moscow, when he got 4. So, we know that is possible. We really do. And he just needs time. It's probably come a little bit earlier than he thought because of Vardy's injuries, but Vardy's not getting any younger. And then, of course, you got Samari. Well, Samari... He's probably out the 3. He's sort of taken the longest time and he's not quite settled in. But both Daka and Samari won their respective leagues last season. Samari was in the team that stopped PSG winning the title for the first time in a couple of million years. So, they shouldn't be taken lightly. At all, but yeah, I'm quite pleased. I say, apart from the worry of Tillemans, Madison, Dewsbury Hall, Lookman, I'm glad is back in. Barnes, for me, he's just off at the moment. He's not quite. I don't know. I mean, he was. Him and Lookman have been swapping places. They've been playing like half a game each for the last 3 games. He was. Barnes was taken off for Lookman in against Eindhoven, and vice versa. It was just like I say, one comes off, one goes on, and you shake it all about. But Lookman, do you guys, what do you think? Lookman, should we sign him? If he's 15 million, and you think we paid 15 million for Vestergaard, now he may come good next season. Let's again. It's been difficult for any defender coming into our back line this season. But Jack's just said then, look how we're forgetting Vestergaard and Bertrand. Yeah, maybe best. I'm disappointed. I thought Bertrand was going to be a really good signing. I'm not going to lie. Jack, snap Lookman up, definitely. We paid 15 million for Vestergaard. If we can get Lookman for 15, and, he's a Brendan-type player because he can play left and right. So I'm going to get through a lot of drink today. So I do hope we get him signed, definitely. He didn't get this much playing time, did he? And all right, maybe. Oh yeah, we had injuries, and he still didn't come on. Under. Then you got the Villa team: Martinez in goal, Cash, Konsa, Mings, and Young across the back line. McGinn, Lewis, and Ramsey just sat in front of the back 4. Coutinho, we know what he can do. Bailey and Watkins. It'd be interesting to see if Watkins stays. I mean, he was obviously a Dean Smith man. They knew each other, and in the before Aston Villa came up. He signed for Dean Smith. I mean, he may do. He may be happy. What are your score predictions? Let's have a talk about your score predictions, because at the moment, Villa aren't doing so well. I mean, if you look at, I'm just going to get the form table up here. Where are we here? Let's just have a look for the form table. Form table. And if we look, this is based on the last 6 games. We are looking at Aston Villa are in 17th. They won, then they lost. They've lost their last 4. What does that kind of tell you? I mean, Leicester, all right, we've dropped down a bit with the last 2 results. We are in 11th. And just Brentford are second in the form table. My God, they've hit a great vein, and they've had a form, and they've had some good results as well. Villa could be there for the taking. I was talking to a Villa fan yesterday of the preview show, and he was very much, it is a transitional season for Gerrard, but they'll stick with him, obviously, because they've invested in him, and I think he will be a good future manager. But yeah, guys, as Scott says there, please like and subscribe. Thanks very much, Scott. Thank you indeed. So let's have a look. So Aston Villa away, the last 5, they have lost 3 of those and won 2. So that's their away form. The win percentage away is 38%. Now, Leicester, on the other hand, our home form, we haven't lost. I don't think we've actually lost in 8. It's actually only showing me the last 5. But I don't think we've actually lost in 8. We've drawn. We've not obviously won all those. Our win percentage at home is 35%. 53% at home. So it's all looking a little bit good, isn't it? But fingers crossed that this will go well. Guys, just bear with me. I'm going to be back in a minute. I'm just going to update a few things, and then I will be coming right back. And I'm back. So, yep. Let's have a look at a few facts, shall we? You know me, I like a good stat or a good fact. Where do we go here? So, Leicester City. I'm just going to get this up big on this side. On this second now, Villa home. We need to get them back for that 2-1 earlier in the season, don't we? I suppose they're the nearest thing we've got. This is the nearest thing we get to a derby at the moment for us in the Premier League, which is a bit sad, but it is what it is, I guess. Anyway, Leicester City. Harvey Barnes has been involved in 5 goals in his last 4 Premier League matches against Aston Villa. 4 goals and 1 assist. So obviously, he's not playing. Against no side has he scored more in the division than when facing Villa, while only against Burnley 6 has been involved in more goals. And he's not. You kind of saw that coming, didn't we, really, I guess. Aston Villa, Let's have a look at their information. Villa are looking to complete their first league double over Leicester since 2003-04 after the 2-1 win at Villa Park in the reverse fixture. We can't let them, can we? Can we? I'm getting a little bit worried now. It gets getting up to kick off. Leicester City have won their past 3 home Premier League matches, last enjoying a longer run between August and December 2019 when they won 7 in a row. Oh, those were the days, my friend. We thought they'd never end. Aston Villa, the Villains have been defeated in their last 4 Premier League matches, having lost 5 in a row in October and November under Dean Smith. If they are beaten this match, it will be the second time this season that a side have lost 5 in a row under 2 different managers, along with Norwich City, which was Daniel Farke and Dean Smith. I'm a bit not worried as such, maybe about Villa, but I just can't believe that he got the better tactically of Brendan Rodgers. Scott, yes, indeed. We mentioned this before, didn't we? Score predictions. Let me get the ex-players' score predictions up. So you're going 3-1 to Leicester. I would take that every day of the week, young man. I'd be very, very pleased to have that. I'm going to go, or I've gone, I should say, Leicester City 2, Aston Villa 1. So, again, I think we both said there, Scott. I think that shows that we both actually are a bit concerned about conceding. Big Ian Marshall. Marshy's gone 2-1 to Leicester as well. Steve Walsh, not like him, but he's gone 1-1. So he's obviously worried about something. Jerry Taggart, who is leading the table at the moment, he has gone 2-1 to Leicester as well. Steve Lynix has gone 1-0 to Leicester. I read that's actually got more with the fact that he's a West Brom lad more than the actual form, he thinks. And Ian Wilson, I hope he's right, but I hope he's wrong in one way, because he's gone 3-2. And if it is a 3-2, I don't think my heart would survive. And Jack says 2-0 for him. Yeah, we need the 3 points. Was it Scott that said earlier we need the win to get our confidence back? Yeah. We need to sort out those last few minutes. When Martin O'Neill was our manager, we never ever stopped fighting. Do you remember that Arsenal 3-3? Do you remember that at Filbert Street? That was the one where Steve Walsh was nearly hitting Ian Wright at the end. But you know what I mean? Let's say 90 minutes. The players are just coming out now. We played we played till the whistle. Let's hope we just do that today. You're watching Leicester Till I Die TV, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. It is Leicester Till I Die TV. Please give us a subscribe if you haven't on the old YouTube. Press the like button as well and the notification so you never miss a show. We are also on Spotify, but this will be on catch up, which I don't usually upload to Spotify and all the other podcast platforms because nobody really wants to listen to a live watch along after the match is over. Or do they? That could be interesting, couldn't it? So this is the watch along, and this is Leicester Till I Die TV.
Till I Die Watch Along show. Join in the chat and don't forget to subscribe.
As the lady said, and never refuse to do what a lady asks you to do. So we are getting ready for kickoff. As soon as the kickoff, we will be getting the graphics up instead of the teams. But at the moment, they've not quite done that. So let's have a look. Just announcing the teams at the moment. I tell you what is nice, guys. I mean, when you look at the subs bench, Ward, Barnes, Vardy, Brighton, Inacho, Perez, and Marty, Chowdhury, and Ricardo. I mean, how strong a bench is that? You could put that bench out, couldn't you, and actually have a very good first team. I'm extreme. You know, it's nice to have that squad back now. Yeah, Jack Linton, as he says there. Come on, you foxes. Neil, good evening. How the devil are you, sir? Welcome along. If you're new, I don't think I've seen you before. If you're new, please subscribe to the channel. It does help us. The Walker Stadium bathed in sunshine today. Yeah, we got a bit of sun down here on the south coast as well, not going to lie. Brendan's stood in his normal position, and here we go. They have kicked off. Right, let me just get this into a nice position like this. I am organized, I promise you. Here we go. There we go. So come on, Leicester. Please, we need this. We do. I mean, wouldn't it be great to go to Roma, host Roma on Thursday with a win behind us? That would be, confidence boosting. It really would. So it's obviously 0-0 still. They're just as always. My link is behind the actual graphics. Throw in there for Leicester. I do like these new graphics, and if you want to sort of read what's going on down the right hand side there's a bit of text as well about what's going on. Tillerman's got the ball back to Justin, forward to Fofana. They're passing it around the back again. Justin's coming forward. Young's intercepted it. Where's it going to end up? Coutinho. Ramsey gets it. I don't like all this. Can I just say, by the way, guys, if you are following it on the graphs at the side, that you won't actually see which way Leicester are kicking because of the way the graphics work. That Leicester, the home team, are always on the left for both halves. So don't get confused if you're thinking like, we ain't playing that way on the telly. Jeff, I was worried about you. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, good day. Call me bases. How are you? Hoping for a Leicester win today? Indeed. My very first home game I saw was Leicester versus Aston Villa, 15th of November, 1958. I was but a mere speck in my dad's eye then. 6-3 to Leicester. Well, if we'd take that, wouldn't we? We would take that. Tricky game? I think it could be. Yeah, I think it could be, Neil. I mean, it's funny this season how many teams have struggled, and like nobody seems to want the top four. Nobody wants to seem to sort of break away from the bottom three. Burnley are still fighting. I think in a normal season, if we'd had this bad a season with our injuries, we'd probably be down in sort of 14th place around there. But thankfully, with it being, so I say a season when everybody's sort of up and down, it's not, too bad for us. Zachary, good afternoon. Do bear with me if I do sort of sound like I'm stuttering a little bit. I'm on my own today and I'm trying to sort of multitask. And us men, my wife always reminded me, you can't multitask. I used to say, yeah, but when I do one job, I get it right, love. That's probably why she's my ex now. Mendy's on the ball. What's everybody's thoughts on Mendy? Zachary, good evening. How are you, sir? Welcome along. 2-1 for the Foxes. We're all positive that we're going to get wins here, aren't we? Fingers crossed we all know what we're talking about. It's a corner. And that's a corner to Leicester. At least we've got the corner sorted out, guys. Let's be honest. We've got the corner. We don't... Well, I know I'm risking it, but... we've sorted the corners out and conceded from corners. Now we've just got to sort out conceding after 90 minutes. Oh dear. So 5 minutes gone. corner, Dewsbury Hall short, Tielemans, James Justin, Martinez claims it. So, talk. Good evening, sir. How the devil are you? Welcome along. Zach, I understand. I definitely understand. I have you on my restaurant whilst the missus watching at home. Thank you, Zach. Thank you very much indeed. I hope it's not a big screen that I'm on. I feel like a wanted poster. So yeah, Leicester are getting most of the play at the moment, I think we could say. They've so far, I know, only sort of 6 minutes in, 69% to Leicester. Nobody's had any shots or anything at the moment. And of course, as always, we are on the passing. We are leading the passing, which you wouldn't be surprised because most of those are around our back four. Anyway, I hope you're well, Talk. I do hope you are well. Sorry for your result earlier today. I tell you what, Ten Hag, he's got a really big job on his hands. He really has. He needs to clear out, I've got to say, over half that team, and he's got to rebuild, and he's got to be given time to rebuild as well. I don't think you can say, well, you haven't done it in the year, you've got to go. You've got to give Ten Hag time, and he's got to be given the funds and the backing to do that. Kickoff was 9 a.m. at my home, so just glad to be up. Yeah, I say that every morning. Oh, I'm glad to be up, but when you're on your own, it doesn't have the same effect, does it? Jack Mendy, likely guy, not in Ndidi, but his quality as an anchor man. Just with Brendan, would trust him not to have Yori babysit him. I agree, 100%, Jack. I totally agree. We talked about this in the last couple of shows we did. And, you know, when he came in last season, at the start of last season, we were getting dusting Christian Fuchs down and putting him in the back four. We were really struggling for injuries then. And we put Mendy in, and he did very, very well. They're just getting around. Shot on goal from Watkins. Oh, goal kick. And he didn't do anything bad. Now, if I was him, I would be absolutely pissed off at the way I was treated this season, not in either of the squads at the start of the season. And he nearly left us. I mean, thank God he didn't, because obviously with Ndidi being injured. But I agree, he's a different type of player. Ndidi can block more, but I think he needs the Tielemans and the KDHs around take the short passes and go on and do something with it. Whereas Mendy is the better passer of the ball for me. But we don't see what goes on at the training camp, as they say. We've just done that one talk, mate. We're very poor, and I will give Ten Hag as much time as is needed. Yeah, and I hope the board do as well, and I hope the owners do. Looking back, not saying Moyes would have done, but maybe if he'd been given longer, because when Ferguson left Man United, he knew what he was doing. He knew that team was lucky to get that last, and then they wouldn't have got that last Premier League trophy if it hadn't been for Ferguson. And then imagine they wouldn't have done. But he knew when he was getting out. But anyway, back to the game. It's very, very. Martinez, he used to be at Arsenal, didn't he? He was the Arsenal keeper that they let go. And then they went and bought Ramsdale, which nobody wanted. But it's probably my choice to be England number one. Jack says there, I think if Samari wasn't injured, Mendy would be getting game time. Wouldn't be getting game time, sorry. Should have gone to Specsavers. Over the bar. Thank God for that. If you're watching it, West Ham are actually... West Ham, what am I saying? Aston Villa are... Oh, that was a bad for Fafana. That was... he chested that down, and it ended up at the feet of a Villa player who really did him for speed, to be fair. But yeah, you're probably quite right. I think Samari as well. He's got to kind of settle in a little bit more. Like I say, I think he'll come good next season. And in fairness, Vestergaard will probably come good next season. Zach, on the graphics there that you can see, we're going left to right, but on the TV, if you're watching it on the actual game live, Leicester are going right to left. I'd like to confuse people, but I can't. The graphic doesn't change. The home team's always on the left. And I just think it's a really, really, really cool graphic, to be honest with you. I think it keeps you up with the game, because obviously we're not allowed to show the game at all. Are you been able to watch it, Jeff, by the way? You're welcome, Zach. No worries. Ramsdale made some Casper-like mistakes, coupled with some good saves. Yeah, and unfortunately, those good saves were against us, weren't they? Are you able to watch this one at all? Is it live there, Jeff? We're just coming up to 10 minutes in. Let's have a look. Man City, 10 minutes in, Man City are 1-0 up against Watford. Who knew that was going to happen? And Norwich are 0-0 with Newcastle. Watford, I think you're going to get a little bit trounced today. It's on CNBC and Peacock for us in the States. I know, this is annoying. You get it all over there, and we've got to pay a fortune in our own bloody country. Jeff's in the Philippines, so he tends to see different matches from time to time. Static, hello, sir. How the devil are you? Welcome along. Are you sober? 3-1 against Man United. Sorry, Talk, if you send it out to mention it. But 3-1, Static, well done, mate. Well done. You got me a point in the prediction league. Again, sorry. To talk. Straight into Martinez. Clutches. Yeah, and there's a real one. Why doesn't Barnes start? What about decision by Rodgers? That's what I think. To be honest with you, Static, he's not. His last couple of games that he's played, which was Eindhoven and Everton, he wasn't, and the Newcastle one, he hasn't been brilliant. But we've got 2 games a week now until the end of the season. Or as long as we stay in the Europa League. Oh, that was pretty. Oh, it was out in it. No. Oh, free kick to Leicester. Yeah, so we've got 2 games a week, so he needs to rotate the squad. We've got the players back now. So if you look at our bench is really, he's on the bench. It's really a good bench. That bench would probably find its way into most. Oh, come on. Fucking out like a WWE bloody tackle then, Villa. But yeah, he just hasn't been playing brilliantly, Static. But like I say, when you've got 2 games a week, Casper's obviously and always in. Tillemans, Madison, and straight out with the free kick. Yeah, Tillemans, Madison, KDH seem to be playing regularly as well. Yeah, he did, but he came off, Yeah, as I say, he's got his notebook out as Brendan. You know what that means? Someone is in. He's already ordering his takeaway. Not being able to watch game on here is Burnley versus Southampton. Isn't that tomorrow, Jeff? Burnley Southampton, or do you only get one weekend a game? One weekend a game, one game a weekend. I want to say. And Martinez does a Casper and kicks the ball straight out. Nobody was helping him there. That's a good sign. He might be getting annoyed with his defenders. I do. going to happen to this. They're all again Leicester passing them around. We've got these short passes off to a tee, but we just need to not be so crab-like as somebody described it as in the chat the other day. We need to be going forward with it. So Static and Talk, if you're still in, do neither of you want fourth? Because you can't seem to sort of, once you get fourth, you can't seem to stay there, you know. And we were accused of bottling it last 2 seasons. Pigeons roost home to, I think is what we're saying here. Come on now, Leicester. Oh, great tackle. Great. Oh, Kieran. That ball had gone through. That ball had gone through. It would have been, if that goal had gone in the net, it would have been a goal. That's an Owenism, isn't it? That would have been a nice pass through, but the Villa player got it. Chris, I know he came off. All I'm saying is give him a chance. I just hope Rodgers will not make him lose his confidence completely. It's a thin line between protecting somebody from bad games and comments to nursing them along and getting them right and giving them breaks when they need it. Barnes will start against Roma. I that's what I believe. I don't. As I say, we've got to think. We've got the squad now. Like I say, just look at our bench. You know how good. Oh, hang on. Let's just go on. No, Lookman can't quite get to it, and Villa cover and kick it out for a throw in. You know, and if you look at our bench, guys, I mean, I'm just going to get it up here now. Our bench is Ward, Ricardo, Amati, Chowdhury, Albrighton, Perez, Barnes, Inacho, Vardy. I tell you what, a lot of Premier League teams would say they'd have that as their first team. So we've got the bench, so we should be using it. And of course, you know, it saves injuries, etc., etc. Anyway, so I'm on 15 there. What am I on here? 70. So I'm about 2 minutes behind on the actual game itself. Chris Arteta, the players want it, but definitely not Arteta. That's what I think. I think he wants it. Of course he wants it. Any manager would want it. You know, the better they do, the more likely they are to keep the jobs, are they not, mate? You know, again, Arteta's doing at Arsenal what Ten Hag's going to have to do at Man United. Get rid of a lot of deadwood, a lot of overpaid players, get the troublemakers out and build. And it takes a few years to build. You know, I know you're not one of the Arsenal fans that say, like, well, we're Arsenal, so we should be up there. But it can take a few years to build. You watched Bert took play. That was of course it was. Of course it was. Burnley play Wolves. They do indeed. Oh, that was well taken. Well taken. Not sure it was. I should stop drinking all this gin, shouldn't I? Oh, Justin. What a takedown with his boot. Brilliant. Ashley Young for Aston Villa. Is he still playing? What the hell? Go on, Leicester. This is nice play. Defended well by Villa. Head it out. Oh! Was that not given? Oh. And then we lose the ball anyway. Okay, Chris, sorry, I just love Barnes and I'm not a Leicester. No, mate, you know, you say, you know, and in fairness, you don't know what goes on week in, week out. I don't know with, you know, I mean, there's players I like at Arsenal, you know, but you'll tell me they're absolutely rubbish when I think, you know, they're great and they used to be, you know, in the England squad, blah, blah, blah. We don't know. No, that's just my take on it. I think he will be starting midweek. He is being rotated. And with the injuries we've had, you know, you've got to remember, say, 24, 25 players injured during the season, 9 defenders injured at some point. You cannot... Oh, KDH, go on. I must admit, every time we get an attack, I just look over to the screen just to see if it's registered on there that we've scored. No, it's a goal kick. Yeah, so we don't want to risk any more injuries. We've still got Vardy out and Sumare, and one other I think we have. So we don't want to risk it too much. Like I say, only 2 games a week. We just want to sort of spread the squad. That's why you have a big squad, isn't it? At the end of the day, So let's see what it's looking like at the moment. So 20 minutes gone, 0-0, just as Leicester get a free kick. Possession is 66-34 to Leicester. We've had one shot with an expected goals of 0.23. Villa have had one shot, with 0.23. Leicester we haven't had a shot yet, guys. Accurate passes, 128 to us, 48 to Villa. And like we say, that's all going across the back. Yeah, it's a funny league this season, isn't it? It really is. Anybody can beat anybody on the day. And no disrespect talk, but I thought, Man United were and condolences obviously to Ronaldo, but my God, he got you out of a mess against Norwich, didn't he? Bloody hell. I hope I say best wishes to Ronaldo. You see, this is not. Oh yes, what a lovely ball down the side. I thought Lookman had a bit more speed in him than he's showing today. I mean, I know we're not going to get Europe via the league. I'm resigned to that after the last 2 games. I thought there was a little outside chance before the Newcastle game, but we're not going to do it that way now. But you want to win every game, don't you? Oh, Tillerman's taken out there by Young. Maybe older, but he's still dirty. Just shame we're going to lose Tillerman's next season, isn't it? I don't. I wish him all the best. But that's a nice ball from Lookman. Past 2 Villa players there. Oh, that was unlucky from Daka there. He fell over just as he was going to kick it, I think, and it was more of a poke than a shot, and it just went through. Very nice and easy for Martinez to collect. Blue Podcast, good afternoon, evening, morning, day. I don't know what I'm doing today. Good afternoon to you, mate. I hope you're all right. Check out the Blue Podcast site. Everton and Chelsea and Man City fans there. To be honest with you, Jeff, probably not. I usually watch those games. Oh, that's good. I usually watch those games with my son. I can't watch them at the moment because with my son because he is he broke his arm and he can't drive, basically, the silly bugger. But I don't go to his because I need to come straight on here and do the post-match after and update everything. So I don't know. I don't think he's driving again yet. But and I don't think his girlfriend wants to just be a taxi service for him. So if I do, I'll put it in, on Twitter and on the Facebook, but I doubt I will. And it's just those games. It's just nice to sit there and just watch them, rather than do this where I'm kind of not watching it live. If you get what I'm saying, in so many words, etc. But yeah. Like I say, never say never, but I've no plans to at the moment. Let's have a look what this is saying. Ooh, bloody hell. Good job Casper was awake then. Anybody watching it? What are your thoughts on the game so far? Oh, that was unlucky. It just didn't quite fall right for Daka. I think we are the stronger team, but again, as you always happens with Leicester, we're not making the most of being on top. Yeah, when we're on top, we need to kill teams off, and we're just not doing it. And then, of course, it comes back and bites us on the bum. Under the free kick to Leicester, Dewsbury Hall taken out. Be interesting to see what the free kick stat is. Well, he looks in a bit of pain, Dewsbury Hall. He's been a great, he's come through this season. I mean, I know Luton loved him. They had him last season. He won everything going. And he's going to be a great player. He is a great player, or he's a good player already. Let's not say great, but he will. Future captain, as Brendan said. I think actually having Dewsbury Hall in the team makes me... He's not a Tillemans, I know, and he's probably not going to be a straight replacement for Tillemans, but we don't have to spend big with having him there. Maybe we can get sort of a £20 million player instead of a 40 million to replace Tillemans. Lookman's on the attack here, on the edge of the box. Is he going past him? Gets the cross in. Ooh. We're just not having the shots at the moment. If we don't have the shots, we ain't going to get goals, guys. Oh, good ball whipped in there, but Martinez down. Why do goalkeepers always want to have a good game against us? Dewsbury Hall there, left-footed shot across, but like I say, Martinez was down and collected it. And Villa are on the break. Oh, bit of a tussle in our box there. They've given away another foul, Aston Villa. It's ridiculous. Absolutely. Man City now 2-0 up against Watford. 26 minutes gone in that game. And it's Manchester City 2, Watford 0. Jesus got 2 goals. Gabriel Jesus, 4 minutes and 23. And of course, De Bruyne got one of the assists, as we know he's more than likely to. So I think it's just a case now for Watford of how many they can keep it down to. Fouls, there we go. 2. Leicester are giving 2 fouls away. Aston Villa are giving 6 fouls away. So that kind of stuff. And another one. Let's add another one to that. What about Dirty Leeds? Dirty Aston Villa. Oh, Dewsbury. Oh, God. I mean, I'm never going to stop. Woo, that was lost then. I was ashamed because I'm never going to stop being amazed at Dewsbury Hall and what he does. His little flick then to go past that Villa player. And it's interesting because he obviously is a Leicester person. He was born in Leicester, Aston, I believe it was. I was so pleased for him when he got... And another free kick. Come on, ref. Give our players some protection here. There's got to be some yellow cards at some point. Right, we need a good ball whipped in here. I'm always afraid to say this with Leicester because I always shoot myself in the foot, but we are looking on top at the moment. And don't blame me if it all goes wrong. We're just seeing the free kick, so I'm a bit behind the screen, a couple of minutes behind the screen at the moment, so there's nothing going to come of it, but Dewsbury Hall and Madison are over the free kick. It's Madison in, and again, Soyuncu not being able to get to the mat. Soyuncu to Real Madrid. Oh, Shepshed, was it, Jeff? Oh, Thomas is the Syston lad. Yep, I knew one of them was. I mean, what do you think? Soyuncu to Real Madrid? This we said the replacement for Varane. Would we miss him? I mean, you know, he's been good. He struggled this season, but then who hasn't in the team? Would you want him to go? But then again, it wouldn't be Leicester if half our players weren't being linked with other players, would it? No offence, Static, I'm sure Arsenal fans will start soon. Telemans will be coming to Leicester. Coming to Arsenal. Because we're Arsenal, he's going to come to us. So 0-0, but it's a corner. 30 minutes gone. A third of the game has gone. It's still 0-0. And the corner goes straight through and out on the far side for Villa throw in. Not the best corner, Castanyan, but there we go. The shots looking like now. I mean, you know, 30 minutes into the game, there's been 3 shots. 2 of them are on target, 1 for each team. But I mean, it's 2 shots for Villa, 1 for Leicester. I don't think this is going to be a first game on Match of the Day tonight, is it? Jeff, as you say there, yeah, you're quite right. If Real Madrid do come in for him, then he must go. You've got to say yes. You know, we all would if that was us. Let's be honest. It's kind of... It's not exactly the most exciting game, this, is it? Paint dry comes to mind, to be honest with you. Oh, yeah, Madison. Oh, yeah. You're a bit high with that challenge then, Madison, but it's only what they deserve. Do you think Schmeichel's, you know, having a sit down on a deck chair and his sandwiches in his goal because he's not doing much, is he? And this gets me with Leicester. I mean, you know, we've got the possession. Oh, we pass back to him. So Schmeichel's still awake, guys. He's still awake. Don't worry. But no, I mean, we have, this is Leicester, like I say, we have these periods where we just absolutely dominate the game. And I know we have passes that don't go anywhere, that don't mean anything, that we're just 30 passes across the back. But we just don't kill off teams when we're on top. And we can't defend leads. But my God, I'm starting to say, oh, that was lovely. That was lovely, Castagna. Oh, that fell nicely. Come on, Lookman. Surely that's a free kick. Ref? No? Another foul for from Villa, would you believe? When he gets up, he's all right. Not another injury. We didn't get the free kick anyway. I thought I was going to sneeze then. Oh. If anybody's having difficulty sleeping at night, you might want to record this. Jesus, that pass across the back again. Oh, for fuck's sake! Referee, surely that's got to now be a booking. How many times have Aston Villa got to foul Leicester for the referee to get his cards out? He pulled him down, for fuck's sake. Yeah, but yeah, he got his arm, he got his arms between his arm and his body. It was pulling Mendy down. This ref certainly isn't sponsored by Clinton's, is he? I mean, what the bloody hell? I don't believe it. I mean, they should at least have a couple of bookings by now. Eight fouls to our 4, Villa. And that's just the ones that are given. Villa coming out now. Down the right-hand wing. Nice pass ball forward by them, but Soyuncu intercepts and gives the throw-in away, but well done. Well done, Soyuncu. Throw-in taken by Cash. Won't get much change out of him today. Thank you, guys. I'm here all week. I know. You don't have to tell me. Oh, come on. I mean, what the hell was that? I'm not sure who that was. Oh, Jesus Christ. Bloody hell, Soyuncu. Hope he's all right. My God, he literally went up for a header, went over somebody's a Villa player's body, and it was showing it again now. Oh yes. Oh, I mean, he went up for it, and then the Villa guy kind of bent down a little bit, and that was not nice. And again, I'm not going to blame the Villa player for that, but that was a bad landing from Soyuncu. I hope Soyuncu's going to be all right, because that didn't look nice. You know, when you go down and you kind of land on your hands, and he's holding his neck and rubbing his neck. They're taking the time. Yeah. Oh, his head as well. Oh, that would have hurt. He's going to be a drop ball. It wasn't a foul on that one. In fairness to Villa, it wasn't a foul. But as he went down, he got his hands down like that. But then his neck went, again, as he fell, and his weight was on his neck. He looks all right, thank God. He looks all right. 68% possession to Leicester. He's back on the pitch, so that's good news, because that could have been dangerous. I hope he's not concussed or anything like that. But I tell you what, if it had broken any bone there, I wouldn't have been surprised. Can't believe he's up and just playing around straight after. I fell over with laminate flooring a few months ago, and that was me done for the day. Oh, we lose out to Villa. He's playing on. He's playing on. It was a foul. Oh, Dewsbury Hall. Well done, sir. Well done. What a great interception there. And the referee's what's he stopped it for? You played advantage. Have we gone back and now given a foul? No, he's given a foul to Leicester. Who knew? Who knew? Come on, Leicester. Now we need to up our game. 68% possession, 235 passes, accurate passes to Villa's 86. But we're not doing anything with it. It's nice to see the sun out, doesn't it, a football match? I'd love football to be a summer sport. But it probably will be next year after the World Cup. Yeah, the World Cup this year, can you believe that? That's going to seem strange. Well, I mean, and I think the final is on the 18th of December. We're playing again on the 26th. Boxing Day matches in the Premier League. Oh, that was a bad ball. You sold him short there. Poor Justin. I met how the devil are you, sir. I'd have to say Leicester. Leicester, and I'm not being biased there. I'm just saying then 68% possession, 236 accurate passes or so to Villa's 80. Schmeichel's had very, very little to do. I'll say that now and you'll score. He had very, very little to do. But as always with Leicester, we're just not making it pay when we're on top. We're not long off half time now. You know what that means. Do. Yeah. You can see it now. I'm a Leicester fan. You know what could be coming. Mine says, no need to worry as long as we have Vestergaard on the bench. Jeff, what are you like? What are you like? I wanted to ask you this, Jeff. Who's Miner? Or Minra, is it? Myrna? I don't know how you pronounce it. Jeff's easier. I do occasionally forget. So if we could just get a goal now, Leicester, it would be absolutely... Oh, good. It's that final pass all the time. Do you know what, Jeff? You're not wrong there. I went to South Africa on a safari a couple of years ago. It was after the World Cup was there. And they showed... I did a tour of Johannesburg. And they literally, as you looked at that, you were looking at the stadium there, and if you turned to the right there, it was the townships and all the little houses and you know the well, like the shanty town really, and this was where the World Cup final was played, and it was covered in weeds and trees, and it just wasn't being used afterwards. And that, you know, you got all these people that are just suffering. Now Madison's down. I'll tell you what, Ahmet, I can tell you who the dirtiest team is. And that's Villa. I'm surprised. I cannot believe we've not seen a card yet. No toxic, I can't, because we're not that stupid. Actually, I just can't believe there is not a yellow card. Now Tillemans is having a go at somebody. It's all kicking off. It's all kicking off. Yeah, you tell him, ref. Tyrone Mings. And Aston Villa have been very clever in just delaying it enough. I wonder if this referee has actually forgotten to take his cards with him out on the pitch. I really do. Mine was my wife. We met and married in Doha. And congratulations, mate. Oh, I wasn't so far off from Madison on that free kick. 2 minutes of injury time in this half. And I think we're just about going to come up to half time. It was a good save, actually. No, it wasn't. At that angle, it looked like he'd saved it. It just wasn't quite on target. Oof. Tyrone Mings has just had a goal. Oh, there we go. Half time. Half time, and it is Leicester City 0, Aston Villa 0. I'm going to go, and I've got a few things to update on the website and obviously social media. And then I need to have a comfort break. Thanks for sticking with us. I'm going to be back in about 5 minutes, and we'll see you back for a half-time chat and see how things are going. I'll be back in a bit. Bye-bye now.
to LeiAvl Watchalong show. Join in the chat and don't forget to subscribe.
So half time. Excuse me. Welcome back. Half time. 0-0. Yeah, not the best of games for the connoisseur of football. As Brad has just said on Twitter, same old. We must walk it in approach. Yeah, possibly. Quite possibly. Quite true, really, to be honest with you. So it is 0-0. Nothing exciting to talk about from that, really. Just to let you know, if you are want to join in the post-match show, that will be coming live at about 6 o'clock, 5:30 to 6 o'clock. If it says 0-0, we could probably even do it at about 5:15. So yeah, we'll be doing the post-match show. Then, of course, I will be joined by Brad. And if you're not doing anything tonight, or you fancy stopping in, getting a takeaway, and watching this, the boxing, you can tune in at 10 o'clock when we're doing another watch-along show, and this time for Tyson Fury, Deontay White. A little bit different. I know we're a football channel, but there's going to be no football on at 10 o'clock. You can always catch Match of the Day up on iPlayer. But just there, like I say, Fury White, 10 o'clock on this channel. Why not? Why not? He says. Why not? Why not? Why not? Do this. And that's subscribe to the channel, do it a like, and set a notification. And if you set the notification, of course, you will never miss a show. And that would be much appreciated. So, half time it was. And let's just have a look at the stats, shall we? So, 0-0, like I say, possession 68% to 33. Shots, 2. We had 2. They had 3 shots. Both had 1 shot on target. We had 4 corners to their 1. And you know what? 250 passes to 96. And what have we done with those passes? Sweet FA. I mean, all right, it's the old saying, isn't it? They can't score if they've not got the ball. Well, we can't score if we have got the ball. Let's be honest with you. I'll give up some time. Scott, typical Leicester. It is. And you know what's going to happen, Scott? They're going to come back and bite us on the bum and they'll score. And that will be it. And we'll be left ruining our chances. Scott says, what gets me is we had Daka and Lookman 2 versus 2. Daka with lots of room to run at Mings and play the pass at later time would have been better for me. David says, you're not having to sit through and commentate on it, David. It's been a lousy watch, unfortunately. Trying to find positives, but it's just too tedious and predictable. No penetration down the right or left or down the middle. So basically, what you're trying to say there is, David, no penetration at all. Penetration, even. It's easy for you to say. I mean, from a neutral's point of view, you're not going to have had fun watching that, are you, at all? Let's see what they say here about it. It's been slightly hair-raising at time, but Mings has thus far marshalled his defence well, winning an interception, making 4 clearances and winning 2 aerial duets, one of which resulted in his header on goal just before half-time. It also says the first half ends sorely lacking on the attacking front. It's been end-to-end, to say the least, but neither side has really given either goalkeeper much to do. The keepers have only had to make routine saves, and both sides need to be far more clinical in the deadlock, if the deadlock is to be broken in the second half. Yeah, maybe so. Ralph is going 2-2. After that half, I don't think we'd see 4 goals, to be honest with you. But, I live in hope, Ralph. I live in hope. I love his optimism. I love your optimism, sir. Oh, God. And we'll be straight back after this. That was shorter than I thought it was. I've got a mouthful of prawn crackers now. And Scott adds, also feel we've not yet contributed enough from the right. When you have wizards like Maddison and Tillemans both on that side, they keep playing everything down our left. We do. That's not far wrong, Scott. I would tend to say 90% of our forward play has been down that left-hand side. And I've hardly seen Justin in the game, and that's not like him. I mean, but the problem is, are we relying too much on on Kieran Dewsbury Hall? And are, in fairness, other teams realising that and thinking like, well, that's the guy we need to keep an eye on. There we go. I'm out of gin. There we go. Look at that, out of gin. Of course, it's water. So Leicester conceded a corner. Great. Jeff, yeah, I won't argue with that. I won't argue with that at all. I mean, Scott's given his thoughts there on the first half. What's everybody else's thoughts on the first half? Post it in the comments and I'll add it up for you. Add it up, I'll put it up for you. I didn't sleep well last night. I was up a lot and I had very little sleep, and this match is not helping in keeping me awake. Oh, look, a free kick to Leicester. Who knew? You dirty, dirty Villa. Oh, maybe we should be watching the Man City match. At half time, it was Manchester City 3, Watford 1. And just to show that my faith in Norwich was completely and utterly wasted, Norwich 0, Newcastle 2. I thought Newcastle, after their last performance, might actually get a win here. Shows what I know. So Newcastle are 2-0 up. Newcastle have gone above Leicester in the table at the moment. Just take that in for a second. Newcastle have gone above Leicester in the table. I have nothing against Newcastle. I like Newcastle. They've got great fans. I did about 10 shows on different Newcastle channels last week. They're a great bunch of fans, and I don't begrudge them the money. Because we all get money in some sorts. It's just sometimes the owners' pockets are a bit deeper than others. But I just can't believe Newcastle are above us. Oh, Jeff, after the match, I will wake Marina up to give a match report. I'm sure she will be well pleased. I'm sure she will love you. I'm sure she will. She'll look at that, she'll go, thank you, Jeff. That means a lot to me. Hope you're going to wake up with a cup of tea, at least. Oh, So, Wolves are in 8th with 49. Newcastle are 9th with 43. Leicester are 10th with 42. Okay, we played 2 games less than Newcastle, but can you see us winning those 2 games, guys? I don't know. I don't know. tell you what, this game is, and I know, again, I'm always a bit worried that I'm becoming a Michael Owen and stating the obvious, but my God, this game needs a goal. This game needs a goal to liven it up. I don't know. It's sleep-inducing. Aston Villa look to be a bit more awake in this half, though. They do seem to be closing us down a lot more. And we're coming down the right, are we? James Justin's got it. Ricardo. Castagna. He's awake. Mendy. Soyuncu. Nearly took it all the way across pitch to the left-hand side. Castagna crosses it in, straight into Martinez's arms. For Christ's sake. I mean, Castagna is a good player, but he's just not getting enough of the ball. We know that. We know he's got a goal in him, let's be honest with you. We've seen that a couple of times as we've signed him, but... yeah, like you say, we do need to win it. Do you think the players are thinking a little bit like, I've got to be careful, otherwise I'm going to get injured and maybe miss Roma? Because we seem to be very, very lackluster. Tielemans isn't in the game much at all. Maddison is in patches. Kieran Dewsbury-Hall, as always, is always in the game. But like we say, are we looking at tired players here? Are we going to see Vardy coming on? I mean, that's the question, isn't it? Or Harvey Barnes? Oh, that was slightly lucky for Leicester there. It was a good break from Villa. The ball came across the goal. And I mean, from the throw in there, we were just... two Leicester players missed it. Villa player gets it across, and unfortunately, nobody on the end. Well, fortunately for us, nobody on the end of it. We've got to be careful, Leicester. We could, how often have we been hit on the break through Soyuncu's legs? I mean, thankfully, the Villa players were being watched, but I just can't believe how slow we are. It's no good having all this possession and all this passing of the ball if we do sweet FA with it. Oh, I mean, just give it away. That's what we do with it. And Villa here, they're swarming forward here. Like bees on a honey pot. Anybody feeling like a 0-0 last game on Match of the Day type result here? Come on. Oh! Was it? Daka had a great run there. It was on the edge of the box and the ref's given nothing. Not even a foul for it being just outside the box. VAR, of course, won't look at it. That was worth the shout. They're showing it again here. Daka. Oh, he was fouled. For fuck's sake, referee. Yeah, it was outside. I grant you it was outside. But bloody hell, this referee... What a load of absolute tosh you are. As much use as a fart in a spacesuit. Daka closing down Martinez well. That was just, oh. And I don't know what the referee's playing at. It's absolutely, it's just like I said, I think he's left his cards at home, obviously. And what were VAR doing? It was a free kick, if nothing else. Of course, it was clear and fucking obvious. Everything's clear and fucking obvious, but you still don't give it. And at the end of the day, VAR was brought in to help the refs. And those refs that are so shit that they need help from technology are running the technology. What does that tells you? Lunatics running the asylum, I tell you. That's what VAR is. Neil, at the moment, Villa could beat us, so... Do you think this referee has he had a birthday recently and he's got a new whistle? I'm trying to find out who the referee is. Oh, Andy Madeley. Bloody hell. Fucking hell, shouldn't have Richard Madeley on. He could do a better bloody job. I can just see where this is going to go. I mean, Jesus Christ, there's about 10 Leicester players in our box defending the ball. And a player decides to try and play it out. Kick the fucking ball up the other end of the pitch. Put it in row Z. Jesus Christ. I know, I've got the ball in my own box and I'm surrounded by Villa players and I'm going to try and play it out. I'm totally... this is prime, I'm afraid. This is prime for a late goal. We know which way that will go. Bloody hell, Maddison and I think was it Justin getting under each other's way there? Jesus Christ. What's our defensive rules at the moment? Get everybody back in the box and just build a wall. You know what? I thought when we got all our players back, I thought that's it. You know, we're gonna come good now. And I know I've said that a couple of times. I said that after the Man United win, after the Liverpool win. I thought we're going to turn things around now. We've got all the players back. We're on a bit of a good run. Draws aren't worth anything. We need wins. Mendy pulling him over there. Then getting sat on. No fucking really wonder he's put his arm around him. The player was trying to bum him from the front. Yeah, so he goes down. He's leaning on Mendy and decides to jump up and lean back down on him again. Now, I must admit, I haven't got any crowd noise on because if I have any crowd noise on, I've got commentary on, and I'm obviously not allowed to pick that up on the stream. But I don't know, the crowd looked quite subdued. I don't know if anybody's got any sound and know what the crowd like. Maybe we need to bring, like you said, Jeff. Maybe we need to bring Vardy on. Give the crowd a bit of a fillip and a fill up, and then get behind us. Then that might have an effect. We need something. See what is going to be interesting. Brad's tactic board in the post-match show. I've got to see how he describes this. Gerard's getting quite animated on the side. And Brendan's just stood there with his arms in his pockets. Probably checking his loose change. And there's a bag on the pitch. And that's about the most exciting thing that's happening at the moment. Will Leicester win? I don't know, mate. I really don't know. I hope so, obviously. I'd like us to win. But at the moment, I think when Ian Wilson said it was going to be 3-2 to Leicester, I think he was maybe he was thinking of the basketball game or something, because I think this is going to have 5 goals in the game. Oh, good. Oh, brilliant. Good run from Soyun Chu, and he just passes it straight out. To be honest with you, Jeff, I don't know about Perez, but yeah, we need something. I just think Vardy, I wasn't keen on bringing him on, but looking at the way we're playing, I think it would just give the team and the fans something to sort of cheer about and get excited. It will worry Villa. And so in it, I say Perez, I mean, he came on, as we know, and he had a 20-minute spell when he changed the game, but he just doesn't do it often enough. Ryan, how the devil are you, sir? Welcome along, sir. Welcome along. Good win for you last night, was it? Did you relegate Barnsley? Was it? Was my information correct? I don't have, you could say that about a few players. You know, is Castagna on? So yeah, I believe Lookman is on. I'd like to know what he's been doing in this second half. Ryan, no, the first the first one you said there, it's a boring 0-0. That's it again. I mean, for God's sake, Maddison. You know, the ball is passed to Maddison in the box and he can't even control it. That's good news and good luck for you, Ryan. Mathematically in the playoffs now. Nice one. I'd like to see Huddersfield come back for another go at the Premier League. Oh, this is a good move. Yes. No. Why did I even bother getting excited? Well, good. Ryan, good luck in the playoffs, mate. It'll be nice to get you back up. Now then, what's going to happen here? Because my phone has just flashed at me. What does that mean? I've turned it off silent. I've turned it upside down, face down, so it doesn't keep sending me all these notifications. Jesus, honestly. Fulham are winning Bournemouth. Oh, he's got his card out. Oh, and he's booked a Leicester player. Who fucking knew that, madly? You know, all the bloody fouls that Aston Villa have been doing, and you decide to book Leicester player. I don't, like I say, farts in spacesuits are more of more use than you. Yeah, they've got to win the game in hands, though. Ryan, that's the thing. If they don't win them, you know, I'd sooner have the points on the board. The thing that with Fulham is, are they going to stay up? Thank you, mate. Really hope we get the happiest of endings we deserve. At least when you came up, you made a fist of it. I think if you come up and go straight back down, you should be banned from coming up for one season. Dan, good evening, sir. How the devil are you? Only teams who've not got scored on my bet yet would be a good cash out if we score. You can treat me to fish and chips then, mate. How are you doing? How's your day? Oh, honestly. Tell you what, Dan, we just need we need Rob and his pubic hair trimmer. That would be more exciting than this game. $64 minutes. Come on, this is when you normally make a substitution, Brenda. And another booking. Fuck off, Madley. You're a complete and utter tit. A complete and utter tit. All the fouls from the Villa players, and you've done fuck all. And yet you've just booked 2 Leicester players in the space of 5 minutes. What the fuck is up with you? Did you not go to ref school? Just don't believe that. He's pissing me off now. He is totally and utterly pissing me off. You may have noticed. Arsehole of a referee. Do you know what? I don't think if we got Ronaldo on, he could do much for this team. No, certainly not when you're playing 13 men. 12 men. Because they must be paying Madeley off something. Like I said, Richard Madeley could do a better job than this. Hope you have a good time, Dan. Give my best to Kate's grandparents. 65 years. Bloody hell. I made it to 25. They deserve a medal. Vardy's getting ready. Yeah. He'll probably come on and Madeley will probably send him off, the wanker. Anything good on the telly? Let's have a look at what the other teams are doing. Oh, I wasn't far wrong. Man City, I'm going to go and watch this game. Man City 5, Watford 1. Man City 5, Watford 1. And Norwich 0, Newcastle 3. Tell you what, Leicester players, go and watch those Newcastle players. See how they play. See how they give blood on the pitch for the team. Daka's off and Vardy is on. Daka is off and Vardy is on. And he's not had much of a service, Daka, to be honest with you. And the problem with Daka is, like I say, he needs to get used to the English game. And the only way he's going to do that is by obviously getting regular play. But he's going to have to learn. But we know, like I say, look at the Moscow game. We know what he's got in him. I'm just thinking the referee hasn't blown for 2 minutes. What's wrong? Has he got his pee stuck? And Leicester cross it in again, and it hits a Aston Villa player and comes straight out. Right, Castagna do something with the ball now. Whips it in, headed out by a Villa player. Who knew? Head tennis a bit at the moment. Oh dear. Oh, go on. Oh, shot over the bar. At least you had a shot, Kieran. At least you had a shot. That's something. It was a nice take. When I say shot, from that angle, I didn't realise how wide it went. It ended up in the east stand. Anyway, but I was just showing Vardy coming on now. Like I said, I'm a few minutes behind on the pictures. It's a good sight to see. It's a good sight to see. Definitely, Jeff. I agree 100%. The other day he took Inacho off and put Daka on, and he took Barnes off for Lookman, or vice versa, and like just like for like, you know, he's. I think if you're going to make a substitution and it's not for an injury, then make a positive one, which changes the, you know, maybe the dynamic. Oh, for fuck's sake, the dynamics of the way that you play. Oh, hang on, he's got a yellow card out. Who's he booking? Is he booking an Aston Villa player? Oh, he's booking an Aston Villa player. No, I don't believe it. He's booking an Aston Villa player. My God, are you feeling all right? Jeez, I think that's the highlight of the game. The highlight of the game so far. So that's the highlight of the show. Oh, it's an old one, but I love it. It's an old one. And then the free kick goes straight into the Villa wall. All those fouls in the first half and not one card, and then two against Leicester. You have to remind me, I've got the yellow and red card jingles. I keep forgetting about those. Question is, will Vardy make a difference? Will Vardy make a difference? So 3 bookings to Leicester. Maddison has just got a card. So Maddison, Mendy and Hall. I do honestly give up with this referee. I'm giving up. Manchester City, 73 minutes, and they're still only 5-1 up. Come on, City, give us a bit of entertainment. You know you want to. So it's 0-0 with 76 minutes gone. And so the most exciting thing is when the opposition get a yellow card. And we've conceded a corner. Coutinho's on corner duty. Vardy clears it. Yes, I didn't see it either. Jeff, I really didn't. Don't forget, and this hopefully will be more exciting tonight. You can't really see that there, but tonight at 7 o'clock. No. What am I saying? You see, it's just taking me over this game. It's completely and utterly messing with my head. Tonight at 10 o'clock, join us for a Fury White title bout. I think Fury might have said he's retiring after it, but Tyson Fury, Deontay White, 10 o'clock for the pre-ring chat, and I'll be joined by Dan from Turf Moorhouse TV, and we'll be joined by Anthony Herbert, an Arsenal fan as well. So, can Leicester get anything out of this? We've got a corner. 77 minutes gone now. James Maddison with the corner. Mings heads it out. Clearance by Mings. Vardy's passing it. Ashley Young clears it. Coutinho's got it. He's been disappointing in this game as well. On Bailey pass. Ollie Watkins is on. I've not seen him all game. It's been me, or has it been quiet? Somebody tell me if they've seen what Ollie Watkins has done in this game, because I haven't really seen anything of him at all. We've conceded a corner. There we go. Who knew, eh? Who knew? I love my team, and I'd give anything for my team. And I used to love going to watch them, but a total of an 8-hour round trip to go and watch a game like this, that used to really bug me. And that was the 8 hours. That was just a trip. That was without the game in the middle. I really, really, really want to see Brad try and dissect this game. Oh, that was a nice play, but it ends up. I mean, we've got the touches, but we just don't do anything with them. Another corner. The most exciting thing about watching this game is the adverts that come up round it. Oh, we love what we do to support our teams, eh? What we do. I mean, Villa have virtually got... Oh! Break on here for Villa. Oh, and it's a corner. Good defending. Leicester got back well there. I think it was Mendy trying to do a fancy... Yeah, it was. Fancy flick. Lost the ball to Coutinho, who ran. Paid a good pass off. And it was 3 against 2, but then we got another couple of defenders back, and it goes out for a corner. Yes, Jeff. Coutinho's off and Bayunda is on. Yeah, Brad's bored. It'll probably be the shortest one he's ever done. Well, that saying something for Brad. Oh, corner goes straight into Casper's hands. You know, I don't know whether you could get actually a worse game if we were watching Norwich Watford. Oh, come on, referee. Are you going to book him for that? No, of course you're not. It's an Aston Villa player. Lookman's coming off. And Barnes is coming on. He's coming on for about 10 minutes. Oh, just seen somebody I know in the crowd. I don't know. Oh, excuse me. See how exciting the game is, can't you? Oh, good effort from the free kick by Maddison. The goalkeeper had to go down to his left to save it, but he couldn't hold on to it. But they managed to get it clear. So 8 minutes left, plus any of the dreaded stoppage time. It was a fair free kick, but the goalkeeper, it may well have been going wide, but the goalkeeper wasn't to know that. He made a good save. Ashley Young's down. What a shame. Oh dear, Ashley Young. Have you got injured? After all those fouls you've committed, you got injured. What a shame. What a shame. So we're just down sorting an injury out at the moment. So let's just have a quick look at this. Yeah, if you want to get any Leicester Till I Die merchandise, it's all available. Just go to the website, all the W's, Leicester Till I Die. No, it's not. It's www.leicestertillidie.com/shop. And you'll see all the goods there and the links to where you can order them from. So anything you want there, you can have the How the Devil Are You sweatshirt, t-shirt, hoodie. There's polo shirts. There's plenty of choices there. If you don't like one, I'm sure you will like the other. And you get it with logos on as well, with the Leicester Till I Die logo, hashtag LTID. There's a wide range. So we're looking at about 6 minutes to go. There it is. How on earth did we look at this game as a push-off point to put us in a good place for Roma? It's impossible to fathom. Rodgers will probably say that the team is tired, which may be true, but it's a tough watch. It is a very tough watch. And if the team is tired, Brendan, why the fuck do you keep playing the same players all the time? Maddison, Tielemans. I mean, is Tielemans still on the pitch? I don't know. I've hardly seen him get anything. And if he does get the ball, he gets fouled. So if they are tired, give them a rest. Stop playing them every bloody game. Oh, my God. Perez is on. Perez is on. Oh, my God. I missed who's gone off. I've got to be honest with you. But maybe we will get a winner in added time for a change. Jeff, if you do that, I'm coming down to the Philippines and buying you a drink. I tell you. I'm just wondering. It's not flagging up yet who Perez has come on for. Oh, Tielemans. Oh, God. Tielemans, you know you're having a bad game when Perez comes on for you. So you watch, you'll go and score a goal now, Perez, and I'll have the humble pie again. But at least he got his name on the board for something, and it was only for being subbed. Yeah. It's 4 minutes to go. I wonder if that guy's behind the sofa yet. Quite possibly, eh? Yeah, Jack, yes, it was. Like you say, good God, Yuri must know he's hit rock bottom then. I mean, he said that I'm being a bit unfair. Perez has just tried to get it clear. When you bring Perez on and he's back in defence, that kind of sums the game up. Man City must be taking a break. They've not scored a goal for a few minutes. Recycled whiskey. That doesn't sound nice, Jeff. But £1 a bottle. Bloody hell. That's not. Is it local whiskey? I presume, not at Glenfiddich or anything. Well, you got the 3 subs right. Let's hope you get the fact that we score very late goal. Let's hope you get that. Let's just bring this up just to confirm at the moment. So we're coming up to the 89th minute. And we're into the 89th. We're into the last minute. We've let Aston Villa come back into it again, haven't we? We've let Aston Villa come back into it. I mean, this has got. I said this about the Newcastle game, to be honest with you, and I'm going to say it again about this game as well. We're not going to get relegated. We're not going to get into Europe. I think Villa aren't going to get relegated either. I mean, they're a bit close, but I don't think they'll go down. But they're not going to get into Europe either. It's got that end of season. Let's just play this out and get it over with, and we can go on holiday sort of game. It really has. Oh, for God's sake. Again, get the ball there and we just give it away. Ollie Watkins against Soyuncu. So we're into added time. We are into added time. No, it wasn't that one. Wasn't that one. I can't remember which one it is, but let's try that one. No, not that one either. I haven't got the right sound. But we are into stoppage time. I'm not sure how much there is. It hasn't shown me yet. 7 minutes. 7 fucking minutes added. Where? Somebody explain to me. Have I been watching a different game? Honestly, 7 minutes. They've just said on the screen there, I don't know if you can see it, just the 7 minutes of added time to be played in this game could well find a winner yet. Don't say that, Flash Scores. Don't say that. Seven minutes. And then, am I the only one, or does anybody else think they don't know where 7 minutes has come from? David, you're not far off there. I'm not going to lie. I cannot recall a match which has been more miserable and boring and pointless to watch. Not one good point can be made here. No. Villa are making a substitution, so they're waiting a few minutes. Must be happy with the 0-0. The right sound is probably the one you get into that space shoot. Yes, definitely. Definitely, Jeff. Has Vardy ever touched the ball? Yeah, he made a defensive clearance when he came on, and that kind of sums it up. A striker coming on and he makes a defensive clearance. Well, mate, honestly, I'm taking one for the team here, which is more than any of them bloody 15-odd players that have been on the pitch have done. Honestly. Or 14, whatever it is. It's been dire, mate. It's been dire. We could do with him, couldn't we, Lloyd Dyer? Do you remember? I used to love Lloyd Dyer. What a player. Scored the goal that got us promoted, if you remember. Away to Bolton, I think it was. I've got to be honest with you. You've got to love this guy. The Villa guy that's coming off here. Marvellous Nakamba. What a name. What a name. Respect to your parents, mate. Respect. Marvellous. Yeah. Okay. My buttock cheeks are clenching now. I'm not going to lie. I think this is the sound we're hearing now, like you say, Jeff. Oh yeah, Mr. Referee, just have a laugh and a joke with the player. He's a Villa fan. Just can't wait to watch the highlights. It won't be long, will it? Let's be honest with you. I did say last game on Match of the Day, didn't I? "95 minutes. Oh, look, Leon Bailey's got a yellow card. Leon Bailey has got a yellow card. You know what that means? Just as Vardy gets a touch there for you, mate. There we go. Vardy's got a touch. obviously, and then end up with a free kick. There you see David. He's got one touch, and he's got another touch there, and he's got a third touch. Ball touch. My phone's gone off. Please do not tell me that's what I think it might be. Just playing it about in the Villa end now. Vardy takes a shot on goal and Martinez picks it up. Oh, he's had a shot. Odd seconds to go. Justin forward, Mings, and there it is. It is all over. It is full time. It was 0-0. Crap referee. Or was it deflected, Jack? Fine. The referee, and I'm not saying he was bad in as much as, he was favouring one. He was just shit all over. He obviously didn't want to give the any of the Aston Villa players a yellow card. They would have, I think, doubled up to reds. And I just look at that game and I'm just thinking, is this where we've come to? You might have thought Barnes could have laid off for Madders, but remember, he puts with blinkers on. He plays with blinkers on. He does, but we used to complain about Harvey Barnes saying, "No, he's got no final shot. He doesn't. He's not greedy enough. He should shoot on goal. When he shoots on goal, he should have passed it. The guy can't win in a lot of ways. But the only plus you can take from that, and there is one plus you can take from it: 7 minutes of stoppage time, and we didn't concede a goal. That's how sad that game was. Guys, I'm going to be back in about an hour's time for the post-match show with Brad. Keep a lookout for that, 6 o'clock. I'm going to have a nibble and something to eat now. It was dire. It was absolutely dire. If we have a look here, 64% possession, 36 to Villa. They again had 11 shots. We had 4 shots. The passes we did brilliantly. But what do we do with it? Fuck all. Now, I'm sorry, you cannot let a team, I don't care what anybody says, you cannot let a team come to your home ground and have nearly 3 times as many shots on the goal as you. I'll tell you something, if Roma do that, we will get absolutely stuffed. Absolutely stuffed. I don't hold out much confidence against Roma. Let's hope for better performance on Thursday. Your only hope is the Europa Conference. Yeah, I don't think we've got that, to be honest with you, Jeff. I can't see us getting past the semi-finals. Look, I'm going to go. I'm going to calm down. Probably going to have a stiff drink. I'll be back at 6 o'clock with... these are the players that got us to an FA Cup final and won it. Got us 2 5th place finishes. Maybe they have gone past the sell-by date now. Who knows? I'll see you at 6 o'clock, guys. There you can see it's 0-0. That's where it ends. And yes, it was the proverbial paint dry. And I will say, see you for the post-match. Let's just bring everything back to normality if we can here. That's just where you can get your merchandise from. So we're going to be back at 6. We're going to have the post-match show. I've got to wait and see what Brad says with his board, because if you can make that last anything more than 5 minutes about Leicester, God help us, I don't think you will do. And don't forget, we are going to be back at 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock we're going to be back at, guys, for the Fury White. Tyson Fury, Deontay White, heavyweight championship battle. So that'll be 10 o'clock. At least we might see some fight there. I know. I'm sorry. Come on, I've just sat through that for 90 minutes, guys, trying to find something nice to talk about. I didn't have anybody to talk to either. You can forgive me that one. 10 o'clock, Fury White. 6 o'clock for the post-match show. If you've been watching, thanks very much. And if you are watching on the old YouTube, please click that subscribe button, smash the likes, click the bell, and make sure you get the notifications for all our upcoming games. But the subscribe is the one thing that really does help the channel, guys. I mean, they all do, but if you can subscribe, I would love you forever. And it's got to be more exciting than watching Leicester City at the moment, hasn't it? Hasn't it? See you at 6 o'clock. Thanks for watching, and thanks to everybody. Scott from Oddin, Terry, Jeff, Talk, David, everybody that was in the chat, thank you so much. You kept me sane. Jack, thank you very much as well for popping in. Appreciate that. Like I said, David S., it was turf when he popped in. Yeah, I hope he's having a good time at his partner's grandparents' 65th. I tell you what, he'll probably see more action there on the dance floor than he did in that pitch today. Oh God, if you don't laugh, you'll cry. But this is the life of a Leicester City fan. We're going to be back at 6 o'clock. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for joining in. Take care. See you later.
Thanks for watching Leicester Till I Die. This is Chris saying goodbye, and see you next time.
Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
That's all, folks.